resolution is to lose a little weight. Yeah. A lot of women talk about how they want to be so thin that people worry about them. And I reject that. I think it's disgusting. I don't like it. I just want to be so thin that people hate me. I think that's reasonable. I have a friend who keeps trying to get me to go to Soul Cycle with her. Anybody have an asshole friend like this? Yeah? I hate Soul Cycle. I'm never going to do it. And, you know, the reasons are obvious. If I'm going to ride a bike, it's going to be a real bike. I'm going to go somewhere on my bicycle. Number two, if I'm going to join a cult, it's going to be a real fucking cult. What I'm saying, I'm going to drink the Kool-Aid, not the kombucha. That shit's disgusting. Yeah, it's cool. I am trying to lose a little weight, and I hate exercise. I've gained a little weight, I think, because I've been happy, which is nice, right? Also, I read an article, thank you. I read an article that butter is good for you. And then I read another article that running is bad for you. And I was like, I'm done reading articles. I'm on board with this stuff. I've been thinking a lot about kinks lately. Have you guys heard about this kinks? Everyone's talking about it, so I've been thinking
Ray Davies?
Yeah, sure. No, not the kinks. Kinks. Like sexual kinks. All right, now you're on board, right? You know what I'm talking about? Okay. I've been thinking a lot about it, like how people discover that they have them. That's my main question. And I have this question a lot because several men have asked me to pee in their mouths. And I'm like, how do you know that's what you like? You know what I mean? Like, how did you figure that one out, bud? So the first time that a man asked me to do this, I was like, totally. You know? Yeah, exactly. I'm on board. I'm a cool girl, right? Your mouth is so much closer than the toilet. Let's do this. And at first he was super, super into it. But then he started to struggle. It's like he didn't account for the volume. Yeah, and that's when I realized what my kink is. Waterboarding men. Into it, I'm still doing that. Another kink. Okay, how many people do you think like getting tied up during sex? Just because they're lazy. That's how I got into it. So towards the end of my 4-year relationship, I was asking my boyfriend at the time to both tie me up and blindfold me every time we had sex. But it was just so I could get like 3 to 5 minutes to myself. It was so necessary. Yeah, that didn't work out. I broke up with him finally. It was amazing. I was so relieved. He was really bummed, and I felt bad. I knew when he was doing better, though, because of social media. So in 2 weeks, he found a new girlfriend. They were posting these, like, make-out selfies on Instagram. Gross, right? Yeah. I wasn't so upset about the photos, though. I did hate the hashtags. Hashtag real. No one's questioning that, bud. Hashtag true love. Hashtag finally. Damn. 4 years. Cool, dude. This guy's 40, by the way. I think I dodged a bullet because his hashtag game is lame. He should have been a little more honest, though. He should have just been like, hashtag, Alissa, are you seeing this? I need you to see this. My mom actually joined Instagram recently, which is awkward. She hates my posts where I'm all sexy, and she told me about this. She was like, you have to stop posting sexy pictures, Alissa. You know there are pedophiles on the internet. I was like, Mom, I am 35 years old. Jesus Christ. And she was like, but they don't know that. I was like, oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you. I look underage, Mom? Thank you. So yeah, I turned 35 last year. I'm going to be turning 36 soon. Woohoo! Hell yeah. You know what they say, age ain't nothing but a number that people use to judge women on their appearances. That is the end of that phrase. Yeah, this is the year that my moisturizer stopped working for me. And the sad part of that is the moisturizer I was using is called Hope in a Jar. That sucks. This company makes another moisturizer for more mature skin. It is called When Hope Is Not Enough. That is true. This company is great at marketing. Another thing I've learned in my 36th year, I now have a bald spot in the center of my bush. That is new. I called my mom, she's like, it'll all be gone by the time you're 50. That's something I look forward to. But anyway, so I've got this weird bald spot in the middle of my bush, and now I have to make that decision a lot of good men before me have had to make, like commit to the baldness. Hell yeah. Shave it all off? Or do you grow it all out and do some kind of a comb over thing? I've decided to just go bald. And it's not for the reasons you think. It's not because it's more socially acceptable, more guys will be into it, whatever. I just think my pussy could pull it off in like a Bruce Willis way, I really own that, Yeah, man. I wish when men talked about getting pussy, they meant understanding it. You guys get that? Cool. Because they don't. In this kind of perfect world, it would be like, two dudes talking, one of them asks the other one what they're doing for the weekend. He says getting pussy. And then he's like, oh my God, me too. What are the chances we're going to the same seminar? On female pleasure, we need this. Everyone should go. They're not going. That's not happening, you guys. I know it's really sad. That's just the reality we're living in. I was once dating this guy who told me he could not go down on me. Not he would not. He could not. And he had a medical reason. He said he had such a severe deviated septum that he couldn't breathe out of his nose. And I was like, I don't think you understand this. Have you ever watched anyone swim? You can come up for air, babe. That is allowed. I will allow it. Number 2, next time you're going to opt out of a mandatory activity, I'm going to need you to bring a doctor's note. Signed, please. Thank you. I have been unlucky in love, and I think for a long time it was because I had a very specific type in men. And it was the guy that everyone assumes is in a band, but he's not in a band. I have a new type now, and it is a man. That's a good start, right? A man, thank you. A man who seems like a dad, but has no kids. That's a good type, right? Really responsible together, so responsible that he's not bringing children onto this planet, I think that's important. No baby mama drama. I mean, there's a list of reasons this is a good type for me, you guys. But dating stuff, I have a new boyfriend now. He's here in this audience. Give him a round of applause. I won't point him out. He's mortified. I kind of did already. It's fine. But before I met him, I was in rough shape. I went on Tinder a lot. It's not a good thing to do in your 30s. Ladies, let me tell you, it's rough out there. I had this one night stand that I'm going to tell you. It's one for the books. It started off like all my one night stands, so like extremely drunk, right? You relate, I get it. And the sex was just like all the drunk sex I've ever had. No feelings. But no, I mean that clitorally, no feelings. Ladies, you know this. Like I have this problem a lot of women have and don't talk about. DNPD, drunk, numb, pussy disorder. You have it, you have it, you have it, you have it. You get it. That's why I like morning sex. It's just like, once more, with feeling, you know? So this is where this story gets interesting. So I wake up in this guy's apartment in a strange way. I wake up because he is taking my pulse. Yikes. So I slowly open my eyes, look around the room. There's blood everywhere. There's blood on the floor. There's bloody handprints on the walls. A white cat runs through. You know there's blood on that cat. And that's when I'm just like, oh shit. Why do I have to have accidental period sex with a stranger that has a white cat? At this point, the guy's figuring it all out, right? He's like, and he's getting mad. He's starting to shame me, and he's like, you better stick around and help me bathe my cat. And I'm like, whoa there. No. I'm pretty sure like 2 minutes ago, you thought you murdered me? So how about you take care of your pussy, and I'll take care of mine. All right, I'm going to leave you with that, guys. Thank you so much.
All good. Give it up for Alissa, Atkinson, everybody.